Hi, my name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Week at SPIEL 2016. I'm sitting down with Anne-Cécile Lefebvre from Ludonaute Games, and you've brought us a really exciting expansion to Colt Express.
Yeah, the expansion Marshal Prisoners is just released from yesterday, so it's very new.
Very, very new.
Yeah. So this expansion is a new one that will bring a lot of things to the game. For people who love Colt Express, you will discover a new game with this expansion. Just to make it quick, you have all these contents in the box, a new car, some tokens, 2 new characters that make the game be playable from 2 up to 8 players. Nice. Now. There are 2 new characters, May, who is a new bandit, and Samuel Ford, who is a marshal. So now one player can be the marshal, and he will play against all the other bandits, of course. So it's kind of semi-cooperative game, but of course at the end only the richest bandit wins if it's not the marshal the winner.
Right. So he's got a really different way of winning now.
Oh, he will play like the other players, you know, by programming cards on the center pile, but he will have his own goals and his own way of winning. His goal, how it works, you just have these cards that are the goal cards for the marshal. He has to capture some specific bandits, so you draw it randomly at the beginning of the game, and he has 2 other objectives that are, for example, shooting the last bullet of his gun, or firing 4 times the same bandits. There are different of them.
Right.
So if he manages to complete 4 among the 5 goals at the end of the game, he is a winner. But to do that, he's stronger than the other players because he has 2 guns, so he can fire 2 bandits at the same time, and he has extra movement cards, these ones, that allows him to move and then play another card right after that. So he's very strong, very powerful, and well, when you play the marshal, you are really in a different gameplay than the other player, and different feeling. So it will really renew the game for the players. From the point of view of the bandits, of course you have to escape the marshal, but now you can meet him and punch him and fire him if you want. If you are brave enough to punch him, then he will be punched, so he has now, you know, this kind of face, and you will win $800 at the end of the game. So because you're so brave.
I like how his face sort of further degrades as he gets continually more beat up.
The main target for the bandits. There is this new car. This new car is a present car where you go when the bandit catches you, of course. You have also some prisoners inside this car that are, very new bandits. For example, there is a lover, Belle, there is a sister, Tuco, and they're in prison because they are not as good as the bandits we know. But you can free them, and if you free one of them, he will stay with you until the end of the game and will give you the power, the special ability of his Bill of the Bandits.
Right, because you extend your team, so to say.
Exactly. And yeah, that's it. So it's quite a new way of playing. You can, of course, mix this expansion with the first one. You have a horse here for May, and here is, just a point. Here is a new pawn for the marshal. He has his own star, and now you use the yellow pawn for playing May character.
Now, is it possible to play with Ford and not with the prison one, or
no,
with the prison one, or all together?
But of course, you can only use May with the base game without using the marshal.
Right.
That's completely possible. And you have also these cards, that is the brilliant ideas. With this action, this is the only action that allows you to go out of the prison. This is the release card, but it allows you also to copy the action card of another player. So you can use them with the base game without using the rest of the expansion.
Right, so
you have a copy card.
A clone card there, yeah.
So that makes also new game rules, a new way of playing.
So still a lot of ways to mix and match, though, with different elements.
Exactly.
With the first expansion and with the base game.
And there are also those 2 new loots, the mail bag, here, and they're worth $200 and $1,200. So you can replace the strong box that is in Locomotive by this one if you want, and there will be new things to catch.
That's a lot in a little box.
Yeah, lots of new rules. That's why we take a little time. We take a year to develop the game, to make the rules fit very well together, not depending on the number of players, and mixing very well with the first expansion. And when you play with all these first expansion base game and second expansion together, that's like a Western movie. You have a lot of ton of events and of things that are happening in the game. So yeah, I'm very excited with this with new release, and I hope that the player will have Colt Express will be too.
Well, and Cecilia, I really appreciate you bringing this over. If you guys want to check that out, that is Colt Express, the Marshal and Prisoners expansion. And,
I just would like to add something.
Absolutely.
That may interest some people who love Colt Express. We will release an app before the end of the year with, of course, an online game. And there will be with this app a new way of playing Colt Express. There will be 6 campaigns. With each of the characters, with new game rules inside, and very, very interesting and very different from the base game. So if you are interested by a new way of playing, there will be this possibility too.
Great, we're looking forward to trying that out.
Thank you.
All right, have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.